Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Peter, and on this channel we like to talk about ways to get you happier and more successful in your career. Now I'm out for a nice walk in the forest, just to get away from the desk for a little bit, and it occurred to me while I was walking that one of the best tools that you can deploy while getting ahead in your career, and it's a lifelong skill that we should all really try to cultivate, is the skill of strategic thinking. So that is the skill of being able to think critically, to weigh up all of your options in a controlled fashion, and to make an informed decision, taking into account risk and taking into account all of the different options that you might have at your disposal. Now, a lot of people struggle to think critically. A lot of people go through life without ever taking the time to think critically. But I'm going to just spell it out in a few simple terms, how you can actually go about critical thinking or strategic thinking. So what I'd say first is slow down. When I go to think strategically, I generally do it in an environment like this. I unplug from the phone, from the computer, from all distraction, get out into nature. Some people like to do it on the bike, some people like to do it while maybe going for a run or a swim. Some people do it perhaps during their meditations. For me, it's a case of going out into nature. Just to have a good think away from distraction, okay? That's the first thing. So take that time. It's really important to make a conscious decision to do it. The second thing is to listen. Okay, so active listening is another critical skill that is really underutilized by a lot of people. But it's a fantastic skill to have when you're listening to the opinions of others. And the opinion of others is obviously a very important aspect in the decision-making process for most things. So learn how to cultivate active listening, listen well, and then take others' opinions on board, take the information you need so that you can make that informed decision. The next thing is the ability to ask incisive questions. We're not talking about questions from the hip or any old question. We're talking about questions that get to the root cause of what you want to know. They really get to the nub of the information that you need. So again, this involves thinking about the kind of question you want to ask and exactly what you want to know, again, to supplement your decision-making process. Okay. The next thing is to prioritize. The ability to prioritize then your options based on which one is the most important, which priority is the most pressing, which issue is the most pressing, so that you can put it to the top of your list. Prioritizing is a skill that obviously is a critical management skill, but it's something that we all should have for our life in general, so that you can make the right decisions, to be happier, to be more successful in the long run. Okay, so that's prioritizing. The next one I would say, and there's two more, so the next one is to control your bias. This particularly feeds into the prioritizing side of things. We all have bias in that we would prefer to do certain things, or we would lean towards the opinion of a certain person, or again, confirmation bias can come in where we look for reasons to believe a certain vein of thought or a certain approach. So remaining neutral when you're looking at options before you make a decision or a plan is a critical skill. So again, practice it over time, slow down, think, and control your bias. And the final thing I would say is, in the whole strategic framework for thinking, is to understand the consequences before you pull the trigger on a decision. So again, this is a case of selecting an option, but when you do select that option, to look ahead, because there may be unforeseen or unintentional consequences arise from the decision that you're actually going to make. So You might write down what you think is going to fall out from that decision before you pull the trigger on implementing a certain plan, a certain way forward, or whatever it is you're actually thinking strategically about. Okay, so there you have it. There's a little summary of those points in the description. If you like what you hear on this channel, why not head over to my site, which is petercollin.podia.com. The link is in the description as well. We do all things, or I do all things to do with career enhancement and upskilling. If you want to get ahead, check it out. If you want to join the community on Facebook, why not? If you're not a member already, the address is in the link as well. Okay, see you in the next video. Take care. So if you're looking to get happy in your career and be successful at work, why not head over to petercollin.podia.com, where you're going to find some fantastic courses, including stress and anxiety management, business continuity, communication skills for work, how to succeed as a new manager, and even a free course on how to deal with workplace bullying. All of this can be bought one course at a time, or you can also sign up to our Career Accelerator membership for only $9.99 per month, and you get everything that's on offer, plus everything that is to come. So it's a really wise move if you want to increase your chances of being promoted and getting happy in your career. Why not check it out at petercollin.podia.com. The links are below. Thanks a lot. See you later, guys.